So I'm getting a lot more challenges when people look at stuff to say, okay, this is $800,000, and I'm looking at everything inside the house, and I'm like, buyers like doesn't do it for me, doesn't compute. Like,
so prior to COVID, the average house price. So if I was looking at doing a market analysis of the house, I would give the client, let's say 2% for each year that they own the house.
Right.
Right. You'd go up. And during COVID, I'd add the realtor fees in.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
So, and then you'd sell for 97% of that.
Yeah.
So is it fair to say, but you can't go back, look at a COVID price. If your neighbor sold for 800,
yeah,
you can't necessarily assume that now we're at, I don't know, let's say 2 years past COVID, to add an additional 4% to your house.
On that number?
No, because it might be lower.
Yeah. I think that's the thing is over the last 3-4 years, we've had such the big jump that now it's like, okay, I can't go back 6 months and look at what prices have done. I've got to look at, here's the house, here's comparables that are close enough to yours, because depending on the market, sometimes it's a lot easier to go, oh, I can just go 4 houses down. That one sold 4 months ago and I can see it's more or less the same as yours. You might have a few changes, but it's a lot more accurate then to get that price. In a lot of the other areas though, it's like, yeah, that house is that house. That house is not around in this area, it's that house. So how do you get the comparable on that one?
Yep.
And you have to kind of just go, well, let's look at square footage, let's look at features in other houses, let's try and find something similar-ish that's sold in your neighborhood, that's close enough to where you live, that I can go, well, that's the nearest comparable. And then I also look at that and go, okay, now I'll put my buyer's hat on. If I was walking in your house and that was the number that it was going for, does that feel right to me? Because we see a lot of houses. You're in and out of them constantly. So you also build up that little, like almost like that 6 spider sense of, does this feel like a 900 house? Is this a 500 house? How does it feel when you walk in? And I think that's the challenge for a lot of buyers is they're walking in and they don't know what feels like a 600,000, an 800, a million house. They don't know that feeling because they've either not been in this market. They're coming from Ontario, they're coming from BC, they're coming from the UK. So they have no feeling. So that's when they're looking to the realtors to go, does this an 800,000 house? Does this feel like that? So I think one of the challenges for every seller is going to be, you better make me feel when I walk in that house that this is an $800,000 house.